Hi everyone, I'm Mikul Mácsai, I'm the CEO of Dragonmount Press, and...
Hi, I'm Bálint Túri, game designer and editor at Dragonmount Press.
We are here to play Dusk Runners, and to be very specific, we are going to play the tutorial of Dusk Runners, so you can learn the rules with us as we do a playthrough of the game. We want to share some details about the game itself before we go too deep into the tutorial. Dusk Runners is a cooperative roguelike deck builder. It's designed to work for up to 4 players, and it has a solo mode that has no rule changes at all. So you can just learn the tutorial just like if you would with others, and the game stays the same if you play alone. The game was designed by Zsolt, Haszpra and Boldizsár Németh, and it was developed by Dragonmount Press. We are going to put links for the illustrators and designers down under the video. So, Bálint, you have played this game before a little.
Yeah.
You don't know much of it.
No, I almost don't remember. New player, completely.
Yeah, and I have played Dusk Runners several times, of course, before. Let's start where the tutorial starts. It gives us setup instructions. We have already had the game set up, but it's really clear, and it has a little bit of less location holders than it usually would. In a regular zone, there are usually 18 location holders and locations. Right now, we only have 13 because the tutorial uses only 13 holders. You can play the tutorial with any number of Dusk Runners. We right now have 2. I will be playing with Flint, who walks the way of the wind.
And I will be playing with Zenith, who walks the way of the blade.
Yes, Flint is of the Wildlings faction, and Zenith is of the Olympus faction. Well, in their backstories, right now they are Dusk Runners. This guy is the big bad of the campaign. He's called the Night Stalker. He's not in the tutorial, so his mini will be put aside. I think he should stay in front of the box, reminding us that he's ever present and ever lingering.
Yeah, but I'm happy we don't have to have an encounter with him in the tutorial now.
Yes. So, we have the game set up. We are ready to play. The tutorial consists of 8 stages, 9 if you count setting up the next zone, which we will not do right now. And it says once we've set up the board and the table, we should proceed to stage 1, which we just did.
The sun has barely begun to set, and you are setting up camp when a terrifying roar makes itself heard from the forest to the west. You immediately think of the creature whose traces and presence have been troubling you for the last weeks. You lingered too long. You must flee looking for a more defensible position, and are probably not the only ones in this zone to do the same. After you feel safe among the boulders of the nearby ravine, you look around. You're not familiar with this area. Explore the gorge to see if others have fled there as well.
You heard the prompt of the story.
Yep.
We had to run because we've heard the mighty roar, spoilers, of the Night Stalker. And this stage of the tutorial starts by flipping the first card of the tutorial, which we are supposed to flip when we complete the setup of the tutorial. Tutorial cards will remind you of what you learned on the stage you just completed, or you will complete. Right now we have to explore the locations in front of us.
Yep.
So how do we do that? As in many other board games, we have turns that we can complete. Who starts doesn't really matter, so I'll start right now to show you how a turn works, and then you can do your own turn. A turn consists of 2 phases. The first one is the action phase. That's when you do all your own things. The second one is the threat phase, when you have to pull a token from the threat bag, and depending on what it is, some bad things will happen. Usually bad. So, on my turn, in the action phase, which I'm in right now, I have a main action, which I can spend this token to, an hourglass icon, and I also have a free move, which I can do, You can move only to neighboring locations. You cannot do jumps like this. I will do a move with my free move. So let's say we discuss where we'll explore. I go this way and you go that way, let's say.
Yeah.
So I go to this location, I spend my free move, I flip my token, and I can reveal all neighboring locations. Only the locations, not the secret cards. So I revealed the neighboring location, which is the Lost Crossing location. And I have an unspent main action. I'm going to spend this action to move again, because you can spend your main action and move again. So I can now reveal 2 additional locations. And this was the action phase of my turn. I didn't do anything else. And right now I'm going to go on to the threat phase and pull a token from the bag. Please don't be a monster. It's a monster, a nightling. If you draw a nightling from the threat bag, you have to place it on the enemy board and put this nightling on the leftmost spot on the enemy board. Once this is filled up, they will swarm into play. This was my turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay, it's my turn, but I will not start with this. I will start with my. I will start with my move. And probably this makes the most sense, because then I can flip 3 other location cards. Let's put it this way.
Yeah. So, we just flipped the location called the Nightling Cave, which has a when revealed ability. Which means whenever we reveal it, we have to do whatever it says. Reveal a token from the threat bag. If it's an enemy, spawn it on this location. Otherwise, put it back in the threat bag.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
It looks like an enemy.
It is an enemy. Yes, it is a treasure. So you have to place it there, spawn it there.
This side.
Yeah, with the stun side. There is a stun icon on that side.
Yep.
Right now we are spawning enemies stunned because we are at that stage in the tutorial. Okay, so we've it's still your turn, actually. You have not finished your action phase because this ability was triggered when we revealed the location. So you still have the main action.
Yeah, I'm going to move again, and then we can reveal 2 other locations.
So we just revealed Windblown Cliff, which has a special ability, which is not a when reveal ability. When reveal abilities have white frames around them.
Okay.
This was your action phase, and now move on to the threat phase. That means pull a token from the bag.
Yeah. And of course, it is another
Nightling, which goes on the enemy board. So we completed this stage of the tutorial.
From the cover of the rocks, you see several nightlings prowling the area. You know that the setting sun is the only thing holding them back. They are blocking your path back to camp, so you must use what you can find around here to make up for items left behind in the scramble.
And now we can move on to stage 2 of the tutorial, and let's see what the tutorial says. So at this stage we are going to place 2 additional event tokens into the threat bag that we may pull, and these will be, well, nasty things that can happen to us. So the second stage of the tutorial will be tests, which are the core mechanic of the game. To do tests, we have to have cards on our board. So we have our starter decks, which are highlighted here. You can just shuffle it and place it on your starting deck position on your player board. So you can just put it here. The goal of the players in stage 2 is to seize as many secret cards as possible before someone runs out of cards in their decks. How can you seize secret cards? Secret cards are placed under locations. So to seize a secret card is an action called a salvage action. You can use salvage action to do several things like craft items and interact with the environment, but right now we are going to use it to salvage secrets from a location. When your Dusk Runner moves to a location, you can look at the secret cards underneath that location. So you can flip it and place it back. and see what secret that location holds. So my location holds a crafting plan secret, which is a knowledge loot. And you can reveal the secret under your location.
Let me see. It's a shortcut. Basically grants you extra move.
Yeah. So you can place it back under it with the name revealed. Yep. And right now we can decide if we want to loot these or not. But the more things we do, the more enemies we can potentially draw from the bag, the threats rise. Right now our job is to seize as many secret cards as possible. And before we go into this stage, we reveal our next tutorial card that will remind us of what we can do. We also have to have our beginner's luck card, called the beginner's luck, placed on our player board. So it's in the later cards. You have to pay attention to place it to its non-upgraded side. There's a base side and an upgraded or later side, and you have to put it on the starting side. So place it on nature. Tests. When you have to do tests in this game, it means you have to face challenges with a certain level of difficulty. The difficulty is always located on whatever you are interacting with. Right now, it's located on the top left corner of the location cards. I need 3 strengths to salvage the secret under this location. Where can I find these attributes and strengths? On icons, top left of my cards, in a bar called attribute bar. You say that you're going to bet 3, 2, 1, 4, how many ever cards you wish on a certain test. And you draw these cards, and you have to have enough of the icon, the corresponding icon on the difficulty in the test to succeed. So right now I need to draw 3 strength attributes from my deck. I can look at my deck before naming how many cards will I pull, but I have to shuffle it back after because this is not a memory game, so you can look at your cards. I have some strength, but I'm not so good at strength. But I have more brains than strength, and I see a brains challenge here. So I'm gonna say I'm going to use my free move to move on to this location that has 3 brains. I'm going to shuffle my cards, place them back. I'm going to say I'm going to draw 3 cards. Yes, also I have to rebuild the secret, which is a old steel hatchet, which can be used to do melee strikes. I kind of want this item, so I'm going to try to salvage it. And I'm going to need 3 brains to salvage it because this location plains has a free mind attribute on its intelligence attribute. I'm going to risk 3 cards in this test. 1, 2, 3. I'm in a pretty difficult situation because I only have 2 brain icons on these cards. I need more to succeed, otherwise I'll just fail with these cards. And here is when my beginner's luck comes in handy. As you can see on the beginner's luck card, there is a green icon that holds another icon. These green card icons mean you can use these abilities when you draw cards for tests or for other reasons. Luckily, this on-draw ability is a focus ability. Focus lets you turn a closed eye icon into any other attribute on your cards. What do I need to do to activate this focus? It simply notes the cost on the card. I need to exhaust the card, which means I need to flip it about 45 degrees. My main action is salvaging. On-draw actions are not main actions. On-draw actions can be triggered when
anytime you draw a card.
Yeah. So right now I have exhausted my beginner's luck, which means I can turn a closed eye icon into any attribute I need. I'm going to turn one of them, of course, into an intelligence attribute, which means I have enough brain icons to succeed on this test. Cards I've drawn for a test go into the discarded cards pile on my player board. And I can also salvage the secret, which is right now mine. Salvage secret needs to be sleeved. You can sleeve it into the cards with the corresponding color to your Dusk Runner, and you can play them, which means they go into your play area and they are right now active. I can use its abilities to interact with stuff. This was my action phase, and right now I'm going to need the thread bag, and I'll probably draw another monster. Yes, of course, it goes in on the enemy board.
Try to do a test as well. I have had a look at my deck. Not that good at dexterity, so I will also try with 3 cards. Maybe I have like 3 cards, only 1 dexterity, so I have to exactly do what you've just done. Exhaust the beginner's luck, discard these cards, and
salvage the secret.
Salvage the secret.
Shortcut has a when seized ability. It's a special secret, so you don't sleeve it.
So when seized, attached to its location, you may move up to 2 times with no attacks of opportunity.
You have to attach it to the locations. That means you have to place it on the location. So whenever you seize this card, you can immediately move 2 times, and if whenever anyone goes in this location, they can spend an additional card once per turn to move 2 times. So you can right now move 2 times.
Capabilities are quite good for getting the secret from this location,
So reveal
which
the secret.
requires strength.
Yeah. Also, you can reveal the locations where you've crossed. So because you were basically on that location.
This is a scrap knife, which is also weapon. Yeah, and this one is a first aid kit.
That's useful. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might want to salvage that.
Thank you.
Right now, you've completed your turn. You use your main action, so you can flip your token, and you still have a free move actually, if you want. But you can check out the secret.
If I
and then
move
go
there.
back in your next turn with your free move.
That's true. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what we have
to
here.
We have to reveal secrets and
Jagged
as
pipe.
long as we can right now.
It's a weapon as well.
Yeah.
Of course, I shouldn't forget to draw from the threat. And all tokens back to bag.
Only tokens go back to back that are discarded. Right now we don't have any discarded tokens, so basically this goes back to the bag. You've completed your turn, and now it's my turn, I believe. Yeah, we have to do this as long as we can before our cards run out. So I have my main action free move. I'm going to use my free move to go to this location, which is Windblown Cliff. I don't have to reveal anything else except for the secret card under it. Snap Trap. When seized, attach this card to the location within 1 distance. When an enemy moves to the attached location, we have to recycle this card and the enemy takes 2 damage. So this is pretty cool, because if an enemy steps in it, they get hurt. But it's 4 dexterities. It's pretty costly. So I'm going to say, screw this, let's do this. I'm going to risk 4 cards to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've pulled 4 cards, drew 4 cards, and I have 4 dexterity icons, which means I have succeeded on this challenge. I put these cards into the discarded area, I've used my main action, and I'm going to salvage this secret. And when seized, I can attach this to a location within 1 distance. Let's do this location. I'm going to attach it to this location. And I have to draw a token from the thread bag.
Yep.
Yes, this is an event token. This event means that I need to decide to do a test to resist the effects of this token. I need to have 2 brains in the test, or next turn I cannot use card abilities. Right now, I'm not that worried about card abilities, so I'm just going to, but I need my deck, so I'm just going to take this disadvantage for the next turn. Also, when I drew an event token like this, and if there is a lightning icon, cards with the lightning, or monsters with the lightning icon, trigger, because this is, which means this location, which is the Windblown Cliff, triggers. Place fun target from this location to a neighboring location. Flint is going to move downwards. This was my turn. It's your turn now.
Okay. Flip my tokens, and I will test for that. What was that? Scrap knife? No. Yeah, scrap knife. which requires 3 strength.
Yeah. You don't have to be conservative with your cards right now because at this point in the tutorial we have to spend our cards to move on. One of us at least has to spend their cards.
I'm quite good in strength, so definitely if I draw 3 cards, I'm gonna get that scrap knife. 1, 2, 3, exactly 3 strength tokens, and that means that I get this one and I sleeve it, right?
Yeah, you sleeve.
And I put it there on the table.
Yes.
As a played card.
Yes. Threat phase.
Yeah, I am done with this, and
threat
then
phase happens. That's another event token. Yeah. So all tokens back to back right now. There are no discarded tokens, but it has a lightning icon, which means all lightning-based stuff activates. Right now, there is nobody on the green cliff, so nothing happens. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to use my free move to go to the hills. Look, well, it has 4 strength, but it may be good for you. I'm going to go to the hills location, reveal the secret card, makeshift bow, and I'm going to use my main action to move, and I believe this token is right now discarded because my turn is finished. I have to draw because I'm in the threat phase right now. This is going to hurt, I bet. It's a monster, the 4th one that goes on the enemy board.
Flip my tokens. Yeah, I mean, what I could do is just move there and try to get the jagged pipe. On the scrap knife, it also has like a special ability for salvaging.
Yeah, you have 2 focuses at once if you exhaust that card. It may be worth it.
Yeah.
We'll have to do battle later. But you don't know that now. You need stuff.
Yeah, let's try it. So, as a free move, I do that, and then I have to have 2 brains. 2.
Okay.
And not enough, only 1 brain.
Only 1 brain. And is there no focus on those?
And there is no focus on those, yeah.
I'm sorry, well, that's just a wasted challenge. Also, that was your main action. You have to draw a token from the bag.
And now it comes the threat.
Let's pray it's not a monster. That's another monster. That means that it goes in the last potential spot, which is a lightning icon and a swarm. When a monster spawns, it spawns into the closest empty location near you, so you can choose either this or this.
Well, I would choose this because most likely I wouldn't go back there.
Okay, and we start to go on the enemy board, and I have to spawn the next one because I have to swarm 2. We have to swarm 2 creatures. You don't have to swarm identical monsters, only if it's a different kind. But this is a different kind, so I have to spawn this next to me on the closest empty location, which I will say because I have a hope that later we can bait it to go into the snap trap, and it takes a lot of damage.
Oh.
Yeah. And right now, enemies still spawn in their on their stun side.
Okay.
And we have to discard all these other tokens. Which will go back to the bag if we draw the back-to-back token. I believe this was your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can signal whose turn it is by passing around the thread bag with more players. Right now it's in the middle. So it's my turn. I'm going to flip back my icons. I'm going to do a free move. I'm here, and that was my turn. And because I used my main action.
This one reveals as well.
Yeah, this one reveals as well. Thank you. It has an objective on it, which is interesting and worth talking about. Objectives are like side quests or small missions. The objective of the Observing Hermit card is to have this card in your play area, which means if I manage to salvage this card from this location, we have completed the objective of this card, which means we will get rewards in the aftermath of the zone. Or, I can use this card. It also has an ability. I can attach it to a location so we can pick it up later, but right now it will be worth salvaging, I think. In my next turn, and it's on to my threat phase, and I have to draw a token. Threat phase is almost always the most exciting part. It's a monster which goes on the enemy board. And I believe it's your turn.
Yep. Sure. Let's see what the secret is. Yeah. Fruits.
So that was your move. You still have main action. You can go for the makeshift armor.
Yeah.
I'll start going there. Okay.
Yeah, moving in that direction.
Yeah. And that was your turn. So you have to draw from the thread bag. Yeah, and flip your main action token.
Let's see. Yeah, another monster
Goes on the enemy board. I'm going to use flip back my tokens and use my free move to go there and use my main action to go there again. There's a lot of exploration running around. This was my action phase and I'm going to draw from the token bag. All tokens back to back. Damn, monsters are going back as well. Discarded stuff. And also this would trigger if there were anyone on it.
Flipping back my tokens, I do my free move.
Yeah.
Moving here, and let's see that if I can get the makeshift armor. I only have 2 cards. Try my luck, and I'm lucky enough to get it.
Yeah.
Sleeve it,
and
yeah.
Play it, yeah.
Sleeve it, play it, and I'm out of cards. So all tokens back to back.
So nothing happens, yeah.
You've been at this for a while now. You need rest. However, the looming nightlings are warning you to pull yourself together quickly.
And right now, we can move on to the next stage of the tutorial, which is the rest. That means we can reset our decks, refresh our exhausted cards, and a bunch of stuff happens. Now, each player must find their 2 prepared cards from their later cards and sleeve it with their base side visible and put them in their discarded pile. Now we reveal stage 3 tutorial reference cards. When a player who completed the rest starts their turn, move on to stage 4. Okay, so now we need to complete a rest action. A rest action is basically how you reset your resources. Rest action starts with drawing a darkness card. And that's a big problem because darkness cards are not friendly cards. I just drew one and it has a little lock icon on it, which means it's a restricted card, which means I cannot discard it whenever I just want it. Also, some cards have a exclamation mark on them, which is a mandatory effect you have to complete, and they must be performed when we draw these cards. For example, I drew the Noisy Prey Darkness card, which says, draw a token from the bag. If it's an enemy, place it on the emptiest neighboring location, otherwise put it back in the bag. So I'll sleeve my Darkness card. It's sleeved. I place it on the top of my deck and shuffle. I really don't like Darkness cards, but I love them. Place it back in the starting deck. Refresh my exhausted cards. Okay. I don't have any other exhausted cards. And I draw the next tutorial stage card. So I've completed my rest action, which was my main action, and I believe I still have a free move. I don't like being that close to a monster, even though it's sleeping. So that was my turn. I used my main action to rest, and I used my free move to move. And now, it's the threat phase. I draw a token from the bag. It's of course a monster which goes on the enemy board, and now it's your turn.
What happens to these cards? Do they stay?
You can discard played cards anytime you want on your turn, but you don't have to if it's a rest. You can just keep these cards here. Right now I like these cards because they might be useful, but later I might discard them because I might need more cards in my deck. So it's your turn. Basically, you don't have any other choice. Complete a rest action and draw the top of the darkness deck.
Swift Hunters.
So when they activate, they can move one more time than they could normally do. So that's a bad darkness.
That's really bad, yeah.
Yeah. So this card is not a sleep darkness card. It says put this card in your play area.
So it just stays there, and it's it gives a buff to the monsters.
Yes.
Once they activate, okay.
Yeah, so you've used your main action to rest, and right now you can move, and then you have to draw from the thread bag.
Okay. Crafting plan. That's quite. Yeah, I have a good chance.
Yeah.
getting that one.
Yeah, or the makeshift bow, which could be useful as a weapon.
Yeah, let's see.
You can decide to do a test for 2 dexterities,
Yep.
or you can't move next turn. You can just accept the pain and say that you take this token, but you can decide to do the test, and if you succeed, this token doesn't affect you and goes into the discarded tokens pile.
I just take it.
Yeah, okay, you just take it. You will not move next turn. Well, not free move next turn, but that's okay.
Dusk is approaching. Nightlings begin to stir. Still sluggish from their long slumber, they are gathering. If you can cut them down now before they fully wake, you'll face far fewer now, to when the sun finally disappears.
Because we've completed our rest actions, we move on to stage 4, which is slaying.
Okay.
Meaning killing enemies. Finally, we get to kick some ass.
Nice.
We have to find our weapons in our later cards and sleeve them. We've already done this. This is my weapon, the shock staff for Flint.
This is mine, Bloodthirsty Axe for Zenith.
Yeah. If you have a cube icon with a number on your card, it means it has some charges or uses. That means we have to charge these weapons. Mine has 3 charges and yours
Just
has
one.
1. So you have to charge it with
these,
the
right?
red little cube tokens. Place these tokens on your cards and you can spend them as you go. Check if the unexplored wide location is revealed. It is revealed in the corner. Pick different enemy tokens from the thread bag or the discarded tokens and place them on the unexplored wilds location. One goes on the location and the other, yes, this is a different enemy, also goes on the location. So there are a couple of enemies right now on the board, and our goal in this stage is to slay these enemies, which means we have to get there and kill them. We have to move to the unexplored wilds location to slay those enemies. I'll do a free move that was spent, and I'll do a main action move, which is also a which uses my main action token. I move on to the threat phase now and pull a enemy token, which goes on the enemy board, which is filling up again.
Oh, scary.
It's your turn now.
Yep, I'm gonna flip my tokens, and I cannot move.
So you lose my move. So you basically you lose your free move.
But I want to try to get that crafting plan.
Then use your action to do it. You need 3 strengths.
3 cards, but I have the prepare.
Yeah, you drew the prepare card, which has a, sorry to grab this from your hand, which has a white bar at the top. You may perform the ability here after you drew the card, which is right now.
Yeah.
And prepare card says play 1 card. It can be this one as well. So you can play any of the cards you drew right now if you want. You can place them in the play area if any of them seems useful to you. You can play it, or if not, you can just play your prepare card. But before you do your after-draw abilities, you have to complete your test.
So basically, unless you use beginning luck or the scrap knife.
Yeah, but right now beginner's luck is enough. You just
yeah.
need 1 focus because you have the potential. You have 3 potentials on these cards.
I have many potentials, so I can just win this.
You have a big potential.
I can just win this.
Yeah, this one.
What was this?
Crafting
crafting plan. And salvage the crafting plan.
Yeah, also a side note for our viewers, these minis are not painted. The final minis from the final product will be colored minis. So Flint's will be orange, Zenith's will be red, etc., etc.
Yeah. And I can play one of these, like these all sound really good. Play that and discard the rest. And I sleeve this.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, because this just
and you place it in your play area. And it's the threat phase right now. So you...
Yeah.
Yeah. pull a token from the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quite
don't
a
make,
good
make it
chance
not
to-
a monster.
I'll try.
Also,
I try.
also,
it's
yeah,
a monster.
It's a monster, but
it's
this token is discarded.
Yes.
Spawned into the emptiest location near you, which is, I believe, this one.
Yep.
So it's spawned there, and also I have to spawn the next one that is different. So there is 2 identical monsters right next to it, and I have to spawn this one, which is a different one.
Yep.
Emptiest area next to me, which I believe is this one, because we don't want to go all the way there. So, okay,
At least.
that was the threat phase. It's my turn now. I'll use my free move to move to this location. Currently, I only can do melee strikes, which means I have to be on the same location as the enemies. If I had a ranged weapon, for example, a makeshift bow, which I couldn't pick up because I'm not strong enough, I could shoot them from distance, but right now I cannot do that. There is a card attached to this location, which is a shortcut, which I can use at the cost of spending 1 card, and I can move up to 2 times if I want, which I desperately need because I want to kick the asses of those monsters. So I'm going to spend 1 card, which means I draw it. It's a card spent, and it doesn't have an after draw ability or anything like that. And I use my movement up to 2 times. I'm just going to use 1 move, and I'm on the location right now, which is great. I still have my main hourglass action, which I can use to strike my enemies. Strike is basically the same as any other test, with the exception that you can use weapons to do it, or you can use an unarmed strike, which uses your strength attributes. So if you have a weapon that uses some attributes to strike, which is noted here, if it has several attributes, you can choose which one you use for the test. That will allow you to.
You have to announce it before drawing.
No, you can do it after you draw the
nice.
cards. Great question. I can use the shock stuff with my dexterity attribute, which I will do. I choose a target. Let's say I'm going to go for the weaker treasure, which has more health but less armor, less defense. So I'm going to strike at that treasure. I have to do a test. For the test, the difficulty is determined by the defense of the enemy, which is this shield icon on the enemy token. You can also find these information listed for every enemy on their tarot size cards, including all their special abilities and stuff like that. But right now I know I have to hit a stun version of this treasure, so I need 1 dexterity to succeed. I'm going to say, I'm gonna draw, screw it, let's be brave, 1 card. I was too brave. It doesn't have a dexterity icon, but luckily it has a strength icon, which I can also do, which I can also use to strike with the shot stuff. So I'm lucky today. Apparently I drew the only card out of my deck that doesn't have a dexterity icon. I have bad luck. I struck the enemy successfully, which means it takes 1 damage. You can signal damage using these red cubes, place them on the token. We have several of this kind. If we would only have 1, we could place it here, but we'll place it on the token. Discard, discard. That was a pun for everyone. I could spend a charge to stun this enemy, which I would not do because it's already stunned, but if you stun an already stunned enemy, it takes damage, which right now would be worth it because that thing has 3 hit points, 3 health. So I'm going to spend a charge from my shock staff, and I just can place it right on the treasure. It took 2 damage from my strikes. Draw a token for the threat phase. I need 2 intelligence in a test, or I cannot use cards in my next turn, which could be a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna do this test. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. It has 1 brain. I'm going to exhaust my beginner's luck and unlock one of these potentials for a brain attribute. I succeeded on my test and I'm going to discard this token, luckily. And it's your turn now.
My turn. I'm going to flip my action tokens, and I think my best move is just to move.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will, move up to here, and
there's no secrets or stuff like that.
No, yeah, and I use both of my actions for that, and not to forget the threat phase.
Let's not forget the threat phase.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's an enemy, goes on the enemy board, which is not that bad. Yeah. So it's my turn, I believe. Yeah. Let's flick back those tokens. I'm still going to wail on that treasure, because our goal right now in the stage is to kill both of those monsters.
And as I understand, as long as they are stunned, they are not attacking us.
Yes, sure, but in the next stage, So I'm going to risk one card on this challenge. Yes, it has 2 dexterity attributes, which means I hit that son of a bitch, which means it took 3 damage, which means it's dead. So we can just discard its token, place this here, and...
Was that your main action then?
Yes, sure, that was my main action. I'm going to stay there and move on to the threat phase. We should put those discarded tokens back to the bag, right? No! A monster again goes on the enemy board.
And it's my turn now. So I'm going to use my free action to move here.
All right.
So I just spend one.
Yeah, if it's not an on-draw ability, then it doesn't matter. So you can move there.
I move there
and you can
I
attack it with your main action, which means you have to have this beast has 2 defense when stunned, so you have to have 2 of whatever attribute you use to attack. As I see, you can spend a chart from it to do an extra damage when you hit. So basically you can kill it with 1 hit.
Yeah, let's try that. So first of all...
Also, if you kill with this axe, I believe you just get your charge back.
Okay, that's
pretty
good.
good. Yeah, good deal for this one.
But it has two
2 HPs,
and 2 armors, so I have to get at least 2
strength attribute.
Yeah.
On your test,
I'm going to have a look at my deck, because I can always do that, and I can. Just to make sure, I'm going to draw 2 cards, and with that, I'm pretty sure I can eliminate that enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nasty thing because it has ranged attacks.
So I have...
you drew the prepare card, which is great.
I have to actually...
Yeah, you need a focus because you only drew 1 strength attribute. So take a look at your cards.
Is it like...
I believe this card has just has a focus without any cost if you use your main action with it. So if you use the Blood 30 X, you can just unlock
turn
your potential.
Okay, that's perfect.
That's great, yeah.
It's perfect.
You do 1 damage with the axe by default, and if you spend that charge, you do 1 more damage.
And I kill it?
Yeah, you kill it, you gain back the charge. Yeah.
Okay,
so you basically just kill this guy with 1 shot. The prepare card has an after draw ability, which is a white bar at the top, which says play 1 card. It can be this one. So if you choose, you can play this card.
Okay, that was my main action, so I'm done. And
our
of course,
favorite time of the turn. All tokens back to back. Goodbye, pile of tokens. We killed all enemies!
Yay!
That means we move on to the next stage.
Nice.
Destroy all enemies, we can flip to our next tutorial card, which will be Ambush, which means enemies attack us.
It's getting darker, and from the shadows hulking silhouettes rise. Trashers appear and ambush your team. If you want any hope of safety, you'll have to clear the still dazed monsters before they fully awaken.
Nightlings attack! The goal of this stage is to fend off the attacks and destroy all treasure enemies. If there are no more treasures on locations by the end of a turn, go to the next stage. Now, each player picks their defensive cards from their later pile with their base side visible, sleeve it, play it. And we also have to flip our beginner cards to their later sides and sleeve it and play it.
Drudge West for Zenith.
Okay, so we have 2 treasures in play, which is good because we don't have to draw another monster on the field. Every Dusk Runner is attacked with 2 black dice, which are these dice. We're going to talk about them later. We'll be able to defend against these attacks, and we are going to talk about it later on. But right now, we are going to have to face the wrath of that treasure. It's my turn, so I'll have to roll with the 2 black dice. If you roll nothing on the dice, it means it's a miss and you don't get hurt. Let's see what happens. So, I rolled 2 claw marks. That means I have to defend against these 2 attacks. I can use defensive abilities if I have them, which are abilities listed next to these blue shield icons on your cards. I have 2 defensive abilities with Flint right now. I can spend a charge from the shock staff and gain defense against 2 claw marks, which are noted in shield claw marks in shield icons. I will use this ability of the shock staff, and I'm going to spend a charge from my staff, which means I defend against these 2 claw marks because I used an ability that created 2 shield icons with claw marks for me. That means I luckily fended off this attack. This is a tutorial event, a scripted event. It happens against you before we engage in our turns.
Okay, so I also...
So yeah, you roll the attack against yourself. Hey! 2 claw icons, that means you have to defend against 4 claw icons in total. So if you have a shield icon with the blood drop icons in it, that means you can completely nullify 1 of the dice. Not all of them, but 1 of the dice.
I can just exhaust the preemptive strike for 2
shield icons, yeah?
Yeah, and then...
that means you've basically nullified 1
and
dice.
also the Drudge West for 1 die.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because the Drudge West has the blood drop icon and the preemptive strike has 2 claw marks. Claw mark shield icons. Yeah. So that's how enemy attacks work against us.
Okay.
We also have to place this token, the last remaining token, into the thread bag, which can deal damage to us if we draw it. So we have to defend against that damage. So it's right now in the thread bag, which is not good. Finally, in this stage, we have to kill both treasures in this zone, and if we do, we can proceed to the next stage of the tutorial. So let's go ahead and let's do some damage. I'm going to use my free move to go right up against this treasure, and I'm going to use my main action to hit it. It has 1 defense, so I have to have 1 dexterity icon in my attribute bar, which I probably will do, and I draw only 1 card. Yes, and I have a dexterity icon in this card. It doesn't have an after draw ability, so the attack succeeds. I deal 1 damage to this guy. 1 damage to this guy. Now I'm going to spend my last charge, which also becomes a damage because this is stunned, and my charge stuns a stun target. That means I deal damage to it. And I draw from the thread bag. It's a beast, which I put on the enemy board, which is good right now.
Yes.
It's your turn.
My turn. I'm also gonna flip my action tokens. I use my free move to move. Right there. And I'm going to take my Bloodthirsty Axe and slay that Thresher. Yeah, I take my chance and I only draw 1 card.
Yeah.
But I already have 1 strength, so and nothing on draw or after draw. So it means it hits, I'm going to slay the Thresher.
Yeah, and also you get a charge for your...
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, for your bloodthirsty axe, because it's bloodthirsty.
And I can have up to two charges on this axe.
Threadback time. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Monster.
Another monster.
Yeah, we are about to have a swarm. Okay, my turn. I have to get to the treasure.
Yep.
I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna move to the shortcut location, and I'm going to spend a card, which I hope is not a too expensive card. No, it's not. It's just a cutting corners card, which I've spent, and use the shortcut to move 2 times. And I reached the treasure with 1 free move. Cool. And I'm going to strike it again. I use the old steel hatchet to try to strike that treasure to do 2 damages. And if I'm successful, I can discard this old steel hatchet to do an additional damage. And it also gives me a focus by default, as you can see here, just like with the bloodthirsty axe. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, I've got a lot of potential icons. I'm going to use the potential given by this to succeed on this attack, and I'm going to discard this old steel hatchet and do an additional damage.
Nice.
Also, I drew the prepare card, which means I can play 1 card. I am going to play the prepare card because I need it more than anything else. It's my threat phase. What am I going to draw? A cameraman is shaking with fear. Shit. I drew a token that will stop me from using any card abilities unless I have 2 mind, intelligence, brain, whatever brain icons on my cards. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm going to draw 2 cards and hope to God darkness is not in them. Darkness card is in them.
Oh.
Okay, and I also drew only 1 brain icon. So I'm going to use my prepare card, which has a focus and a ability, an on-draw ability that I can discard, pun not intended, and unlock this potential, so I have 2 brain mind icons. I defended against this token, discard my prepare card, which also allows me to play my venom card, which is good for later melee strikes. I also gain 2 charges for it. But I drew the darkness card, which means I have to draw a token from the bag. If it's an enemy, place it on the board. It's not an enemy. Otherwise, put it back to the bag. Lucky it's not an enemy. I believe that concludes my turn.
Thank you. I'm going to just flip my tokens, and I think I'm just gonna copy you and do the smart way to get there. So stepping on as my free move to the shortcut.
Yes. Also check the draw card, because if it's a darkness card, it's not. Thank God.
No. So I'm there, and I can basically. Yeah, I have like a little thing that I figured out here that I can do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do great combos with your cards.
Yeah. To attack the Thresher, and I'm going to use the Bloodthirsty Axe, and I'm going to draw 3 cards.
To make sure,
To be completely sure that I'm going to manage to kill the beast.
There's 3.
More than enough to do that.
So guy's dead.
Yeah.
Discarded pile,
But what I want to do to exhaust my forced labor, which I can do the salvage without using a main action. So out of my actions.
Smart.
But for the test, I have to apply the icons that I did, so I can only use it on a successful melee strike. And with the cards I drew, and I have
2 dexterity icons.
Dexterity.
But this needs 3.
But with the Bloodthirsty Axe, it turns an opportunity into...
potential into I see, you turn a potential into a dexterity.
Yes.
Using the Bloodthirsty Axe and the Forced Labor's ability to salvage. So you basically salvage one for free.
I salvage one for free.
Cool.
And this is the Observing Hermit.
This gets attached to the location when seized. We basically have to collect this guy again.
Yeah.
But that's not bad because it has a side mission objective,
nice.
which we should probably do.
So with the successful salvage, I want to get an extra charge for my makeshift armor. I can have up to 2, so it's completely charged now.
Okay, so
and that was my
that was a great combo. You can do combos like this, even if you have a lot more cards or a lot less. That's what's great about this game, that you can do combos like this.
So
you need to perform a test with 2 strength or take damage.
Let's see. I mean, why not?
What can you do? Yeah. You'll have to rest anyway.
Maybe I'm lucky enough and I have and I don't.
Sorry. So you take a damage that you can defend against. So if you have charge on the makeshift armor, you can spend it because it has a defense ability.
Exactly,
and you can protect against this damage.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll have to rest, I have to rest. Let's move on to the next stage.
Yeah.
You've just taken out the trashers when you hear movement behind you. Nightlings now know that you are here. The next wave of monsters won't be so easy. You must hold your ground.
Moving on to the next stage, which is the Awakening. The goal of the players in this stage is to defeat as many enemies as there are Dusk Runners in play. So we have to defeat 2 enemies in this stage. Flip the enemies with the most tokens in this zone to their normal alerted side, which has no stun icon. There are 2 enemies, 1 of each. We have to choose which one to flip. This guy has ranged attacks. This one is really hard to hit. Let's go with the ranged guy.
Okay, let's go with the ranged guy. Anyway, we are right next to it.
From now on, when you spawn an enemy, don't place it on its stun side, place it on its normal alerted side instead. All enemies will be spawned with their alerted normal side later in any adventure or any campaign you play. Yep. Yeah, we have to reveal the tutorial card, stage 6 tutorial card. After defeating an enemy, we have to place a charge token on our tutorial card to signal if we have killed enough enemies to move on to the next stage. The token that prompts us to place all discarded tokens back to the bag from now on activates the enemies with the most tokens in play, which means these enemies will do whatever their activation abilities are.
Which are on the cards, I believe.
Which are always on the cards, but basically when an enemy is activated, it will choose a target. There is a list of targets it can choose, but it will always choose a preferred prey, which will most likely be a Dusk Runner. It's too far away to attack. It must close the distance, just like we do when we use our main action to move one additional location. If we move away from an enemy that's on our field and is active, or it's on its normal side, it may take attack of opportunities against us, and we can also hide from these enemies. One of the most important changes from now on, when we draw an enemy token and place it on the enemy board, the same types of those enemies will activate that are on the in the zone. We are ready to fight this. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ready to take a rest.
We have to take a rest. So I regain all my exhausts and I have to draw a darkness card again. Place the furthest enemy on your location. Shit, +1 defense to each enemy. That's a problem. We are now in trouble because all enemies have +1 defense, and this guy moves on our field. Yeah, so I'll have to. I regain my cards. I draw these, and I have 1 prepare card. Yeah, I'll play this card instead of the prepare card. Prepare it, discard it, I'll just shuffle my deck. I believe my rest is done. I'll still do 1 move because this enemy is stunned, and before it wakes up, we should get the heck away from it. and I want to pick up the first aid kit later anyway, so I move here, and my turn is done. Let me draw from the thread bag. Guess which token I'll pull? Yeah. I have to do a test with 2 dexterity attributes, or I cannot move next turn. Yeah, I'll do the challenge. I draw 2 cards.
Let's see. Oh.
So, no luck at all. I get the moving restriction. I also drew a darkness card, which means I have to draw a token from the thread bag. It's a treasure. If it's an enemy, place it on the emptiest neighboring location, otherwise put it back to the bag. Yeah, so I have to place it on the emptiest neighboring location, which I'd say is the hills.
Yep. But since we are in the awakening phase, it comes into play active.
Active, yeah. Exactly.
Good or well, not good, but
No, not good at all.
yeah. I cannot really do anything else, but also use my main action to rest.
Yeah.
So get all these passive,
That beginner's luck also.
all the exhausted cards back.
Did you draw a darkness card?
No,
I believe
haven't.
You didn't.
Oh,
No, please draw something not that bad.
Bloodlust. Yeah, active the nearest enemy after this action. The nearest is the one that
Yeah.
Then put this card into play next to the enemy cards.
That means this guy activates. That means it becomes alerted. So it goes here. Yeah, we're drawing the worst cards possible. Yeah, and when an enemy is destroyed, the nearest one to you will activate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sucks for us.
Yeah.
Also, you still have a free move, but be careful because right now this can take an attack of opportunity against you. So when you do a free move, you can spend a card to avoid the attack of opportunity from the gloom shell that is on the board.
And just discard
Yeah,
the card.
just
and,
discard.
yeah, nothing on draw
Yeah.
or after draw. Okay.
Cool.
And that was my almost my
Yeah, threat phase.
round.
Always.
But, yeah.
Oh no, they're swarming. It activates the enemies of the same time first, so
But they're already
that
okay.
guy, yeah, it's going to move, but sadly he's a ranged attacker, so it's gonna attack us, well, you, with a 1 black and 1 white dice. You have to throw the dice
I have
for
to throw
yourself.
the- okay.
Sorry. Sorry, it happens. Yeah, it does a special move, which means it will retreat 1. That means it will move further away from you.
This is
One
the
field.
special move.
3 claw marks against you, so you have to either nullify the die or find 3 claw marks. You can
So I can just use
you just
the
spend
makeshift
charge from
armor.
the armor
Yeah.
and basically nullify the die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. Protect
At
it.
least it moved away.
Yeah,
That's a good
so,
thing.
but this guy spawns a location that is emptiest near us. I believe it's this one.
Okay.
I have to spawn the next one and also activate before spawning any of the same type, and of course there is one on the field.
Right next to us.
Yeah, right next to us. It will move in closer. It will make a melee strike against me, I believe, yes. God damn it. That's 3 claw marks and 2 claw marks. So I'll have to discard to defend against one of the dice. I'll discard Mesmerizing Cloak. That nullifies 1 dice. And I'll have to discard my Momentum Lens as well. I may move with no attacks of opportunity after the attack. So I'll do that, of course. I'll move here. Yeah, I believe it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use my main action to attack, and I cannot move this turn with my free move, so that's basically spent. And I'm going to attack, but this guy has free armor, so I'll have to attack with my shock staff. So I am going to spend 3 cards. 1, 2, damn, it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, I have enough icons to hit that beast, which is 3 dexterities. No after draw abilities, which means I discard them. Damage goes up there. I'm going to spend a charge from my venom, which will stun the target if successful with a weapon strike. So this target is now stunned, and after it recovers from being stunned, it receives a damage. So whenever this gets activated, it's just going to die. So we don't have to attack it again. Yeah, good. Let's keep that in mind. And threat phase, and hopefully I'll draw a speed beast, and it will activate. No, all tokens back to bag, and from now on, activate the enemy with the most tokens in play, which is both the Gloom Shell and the Speed Beast. So there are two types of enemies with the same amount of tokens in play. I choose the Speed Beast, which means this guy
moves up, and the other one dies.
It's going to attack you, but that guy dies, which is good for us right now because we get a token, which we need only one of now. We'll put all these back to the bag, but before that, this guy strikes you. One black, one white.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily, it retreats one, but you have to protect against 2 claw marks.
I can use this.
Yeah, exhaust your preemptive strike and gain 2 claw marks. You basically defend it against the attack. We put all tokens back to bag. See, we killed an enemy. We're getting there. We also have some darkness abilities that trigger. Even with the extra armor, I would have hit the Speed Beast luckily, because I had a bunch of attributes. But it says when an enemy is destroyed in an action phase, activate an enemy nearest. But luckily, this Speed Beast was not destroyed in our action phase, but in my threat phase.
Nice.
So we
well
are
played.
scot-free. So yeah, you have to pay attention to the darkness cards there, and it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, what can I do?
You have to attack.
Can I kill this beast right away, or
you have to stun it first. So you have to kill it twice, basically. But it only has 1 hit point. So if you manage to stun it, and then you somehow manage to get an extra damage, and it's going to die. You are the perfect character with Zenith to fight this creature. Yeah. It will be easy. You can do it with Bloodthirsty Axe, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
The good old trusty Bloodthirsty Axe. I believe I've made this joke before. Sorry.
So I have to hit 2 or higher. I will,
do 3.
Make 3, sure. Yeah.
Bunch of strength icons. You have 6.
More than enough.
Yeah.
Way more than enough.
Pummel this beast to the ground.
It means...
you first hit it, it takes 1 damage, and it gets stunned. But instead of dying, we still have to hit it again. But I'm right there, I'm going to go there and hit it. It's always best to stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can move here.
Yeah.
I could even move further, but I'm not sure. I mean, with the shortcut.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
But I don't know, probably not, because this threat phase comes in the form of
it's
another
Gloom Shell.
Gloom Shell.
Which you just pummeled, which will mean the son of a bitch activates. And now is active, and this guy is going to move closer. So it can move 2 times, so it catches up with you. That means it can attack. So, I'm sorry, but it's going to attack you with 1 black, 1 white dice.
Okay, let's see. Well, is it 4?
Yes, that's 4 and 2 claw marks.
If I understand, so
you can exhaust that and then just discard it.
And then
So you protected against blocked both attacks. Yeah.
Tough.
tough game. We have to kill another beast, because I maybe can stun this thing first before doing an actual damage. I'm going to go against the Gloom Shell because it's an easier target. Okay. So I'm going to come next to you, and I'm going to use my main free move and main action to strike that son of a bitch. And I'm going to go damn sure I can hit it. I'm going to draw I need 2 dexterities I'm going to draw 3 cards. Unless I draw 2 prepare cards, we should be fine. I'm gonna draw 4 cards, just to be sure. I want to kill that son of a bitch. 1 prepare card. 2 prepare cards. That's
Good call.
my luck for you guys. And 1 dexterity, 2 dexterity. Yeah, so I can actually play 2 cards if I want right now. I'm gonna play Backstab, which allows me to attack an enemy if it attacks you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna play a prepare card. This is going to get discarded. I also use my last charge from the venom, which means this gets stunned and I'll deal damage after, which is 1, which means this guy is dead.
Yay!
Which means we've got another charge and we've completed the requirements to move on to stage 7. I had, when an enemy is destroyed in an action phase, activate the enemy nearest. This gloom shell activates, moves in, could move in any way, and attacks me. 1 black, 1 white dice. Its special ability activates, +1 damage and stuns itself. And I need to protect against both damage. If I can, I can't. I'm just gonna take 2 damages. But I'm going to have to sacrifice the top 2 cards to my damages area. But we're in a special case where prepare card has a restricted icon, which means that I cannot put it in my damages area, so it just stays in the game and I sacrifice the next card. Well, it stays in the discarded area and I sacrifice the next card from my discarded pile that goes into damages. We have completed the requirements, but I first have to draw, thank you, from the thread bag. Oh no! It's a Speed Beast, which moves 1 field, because the darkness cards only concerns your stuff.
It's my turn.
Yeah. Cannot attack, so it has to move 1 more time to get closer, but it doesn't have enough actions left to attack. So it's the end of my turn, which means
we move on to the...
Yes, and go to the next stage at the end of the turn.
You hear the mighty roar again, much closer this time. Your struggle seems hopeless. Nightlings just never stop coming. Your only chance is to escape. The only question is in which direction to flee.
Stage 7 is escape. The goal of the players is to escape with as little damage as possible. Well, I'm not doing too well on that front. Now, place the following challenge cards randomly in the west, north, southwest compartments in the challenge compass. Well, we have a couple of challenge cards, which are poker-sized cards, which we have to place into the challenge compass. What is the challenge compass? Will you please hand me the box?
Of course.
Thank you very much. So this is the huge box of Dusk Runners, which is not just a box, it has, I'm going to put this here, it has a special compartment hidden in the lid. This is just a prototype, forgive the quality of it, and it's missing the pockets, but in the final product we'll have plastic pockets here which cards can go into. We have to choose the directions which we want to place these cards in. The tutorial states it for us. We place the cards inside these holders and we know where we have to go or where we want to go. And you can keep track of your campaign in this compass, which will always keep note of what is where direction-wise and story-wise around you. And we have to put the location markers, prototype markers, we have to place these cardinal direction markers on the board. It always shows in the zone map, which are tarot-sized cards, but right now we are shown where to place these the cardinal direction markers. So I have to place them in the zone. So northwest goes here, and you can place west
here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And southwest goes here. Yeah. These neatly go on your location holders, which is awesome. To escape, we both have to be on the location where we want to go to. So we both have to move either to west, northwest, or southwest. Obviously, I believe we should choose either west or southwest, whichever you prefer.
Northwest, you mean? Yeah.
Well, northwest, yeah. It's your turn, I believe. So you choose where we go. Escaping is basically a main action, so you have to use your hourglass to do it. But basically, you can just move your free move to move there, and then whenever I catch up, we can just use our main actions. When one of us uses our main actions to escape, and we are all on the location, we escape. So when I move after you, we can escape together. And because we go to the west, let's say the Night Stalker zone or challenge will be to the northwest, or crashed camp will be to the west, and stalking the Night Stalker to the northwest. You can place these into the box whenever the final product gets made.
Okay, let's go for the northwest, right?
All right.
So my free move is to move there, and I will use my main action to exit once you are there, right?
Well, I have to use my main action. You have to wait for me, so you can use your main action maybe to try to salvage that, but you need 4 brains to do it. Or you can just forego your main action and wait for me.
I'll do that.
Yeah, okay, so threadback time then.
Yeah.
Let's not draw something nasty, please. Okay.
Okay, I can do
2 strength or take damage.
I will take 2 cards for that. Yeah.
2 strength. Protected. Cool. Oh no, we've left behind this guy. Should I go back for him? No. I took too much damage already, and I don't have many cards left, so I just can't risk helping this observing hermit. Unfortunately, nightlings will eat him. Maybe this will come back later to bite us in the ass. Free move to go there, and I'll spend my main action to escape. We have successfully escaped from this tutorial zone.
Nice.
We can move on to the next stage, which is the epilogue.
Your team moves on from the area, but you are not safe. Far in the distant darkness, the strange roar of the creature that stalked you shakes trees and makes itself heard for miles. You can't linger for too long. Whatever this strange creature is, it will surely follow you. You know, you'll have to face it at some point. But that doesn't mean you have to be unprepared. It's time to do what you do best. Discover secrets, find items and artifacts to battle this creature that stalks you in the night. It's time to be a Dusk Runner.
So, in this stage, we have to check if we have any injuries. There are some other things you have to do in the aftermath of each gameplay, but right now we are just going to talk about injuries because that's like the most important and prominent thing that happens. So we have to check our damages, which means we draw injuries. Each player with at least 1 damage draws 2 injury cards. You don't have damage, so I'm the one that's gonna draw 2 injury cards. And injury cards have a severity marked on them. I have an amount of damage, which is the number of cards I have here. I have to check my damage against the severities. If my damage meets, or is interaction with the severity, I'll probably gain an injury. Right now I drew one with 9+ severity, which basically does nothing because I only have 2 injuries, so this goes out of play. And I've drew one with 2+ severity, which means I gain an injury.
Oh.
Staggered. Which means I have to sleeve this injury and it's going to become a permanent part of my deck unless I somehow manage to get rid of it. But it's now a permanent part of my deck.
Wow.
It's going to do bad stuff for me. Increase the difficulty of tests on events token by +1. Well, it's my luck, guys. That's how injuries work. That's why you want to avoid damage.
Yeah.
This is like the most important thing we have to be concerned of. Some things happen, like recycled cards may go back to their decks and stuff like that. But right now we are moving on, and if we would play on, we would enter stage 9, which is prepping a campaign or the next zone or scenario we want to play in, because this is just a taste of what the game can do.
Very nice.
Right. So yeah, and whenever we would start a campaign, we would bring in this guy at some point, the Night Stalker, which is like meanest, baddest enemy. We'd have to spend a lot of cards and a lot of abilities to fight him. There are secrets with its weaknesses hidden under locations, or as rewards you can get them if you complete certain objectives on cards or locations. It's a pretty complex game with like sprawling story options for all three factions, for random guys like the observing hermit we left behind to die. And when you finish a zone, you have to check your objectives if you succeeded on any of them. For example, we failed to do any of the objectives on this map, but we were in a tight spot and we needed to escape. So that's basically how the game works. There are tons of cards with very different and unique abilities which allow you to make extremely good combos. The story precautions in the Aftermath book are just so various that it makes every gameplay, every campaign you play through unique. And again, this is just a prototype, so nothing is like a final product, except for our awesome minis that will look like this, except they will be made of colored plastic, so not painted, but colored plastic. That's Dusk Runners in not a nutshell, but in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Please, if you have any questions regarding the rules, any comments or ideas you would like to share with us, or if you just liked the mechanics of this game, please share this video, throw a like for us, share our GameFound page.
I'm looking forward to playing with the final product.
The
final version.
And keep an eye out for more information on that, and please follow our GameFound page, and
see you
later.